22 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Ed Wallace tooling around in the Ford Edge. Boy, these crossovers, they're so confusing because there are just so darn many of them these days.
There are a lot of them on the roads, Ed.
It's hard to believe it's been 10 years since we brought the first Ford Edge over here. In fact, Ford had come out with two crossovers at the time. One was their Freestyle, which was a station wagon and the most miserable thing I'd ever driven. And the other was the Edge, and it was actually pretty cool. Back then, it was nicely equipped for $28,000, and I mentioned this makes it a great crossover because it's under $30,000. Fast forward 10 years, and it's almost become a luxury vehicle. Now, we've got three engines in it. We've got a four-cylinder that's going to be 245 horsepower, a big V6 at 280, and a smaller turbo V6 at 315. But here's the improvement. When you get in this Ford Edge and go down the highway, it is smooth as silk. A little softer than I care for, but not bad at all. More important, it's quieter than most of the crossovers I've been in. Going to the interior, and I've had a lot of people buy this car since it's changed, call the radio show and say the number one thing they bought it for was how comfortable the seats were in it. And they are soft, and in the titanium version, you can adjust it a million different ways. Here's a big improvement for Ford. The navigation, entertainment system in the center dash, finally, simple to work on. When you're going down the road, you can change the stations, you don't get lost, and you don't get frustrated. It also has more than a reasonable amount of space here to put 5 adults into it. Now, when you look at the exterior design, it always looked a little squatty to me, so here's the big surprise. Even with the back seats up, look at the amount of space you have in the back of this vehicle for long road trips. So, 10 years ago it was $28,000 nicely equipped. This is a titanium, everything on it at $45,000. But the base price is still $28,000. Every metric on this Ford Edge is light years better than the first one. And I thought the first one was pretty great because of the price. With that, y'all have a good weekend.
You too. Hey, Ed dispenses wit, wisdom, and humor tomorrow on 570 KLIF. His car column is always in tomorrow's Fort Worth Star Telegram.